If you've already done the cheap chair tour, the Amazon impulse buy, the Office Max special, and that Staples task chair that broke in the first 6 months and your body is paying for it, this list is definitely for you. I'm Greg Knighton, president and founder of BTOD.com. I've personally tested over 200 office chairs since 2018. These 5 are what I would recommend when someone asks me what's actually worth buying if they're going to be sitting for 8+ hours a day and want to avoid back pain along the way. Now, I'm not going to waste your time with chairs I wouldn't put my own name behind. Every one of these chairs I'd be confident handing to a friend dealing with back pain, sitting for long shifts, or just tired of that cycle replacing a $150 chair every year and a half. We are going to start at $300 and go up from there. Each pick has a specific job. Let's jump into it. The Colamy Atlas is where I'd start with anyone who's serious about getting out of that cheap chair territory. Now, I understand there are differences between entry-level chairs, but if I'm honestly recommending something for sitting 8 or more hours a day, this is definitely where I'd start. Now, I wouldn't start anywhere else. The closest competitor below this is the ProtoArc EC200, and that is just not quite good enough to enter into this list. The Atlas comes with the kind of adjustments that you would expect on a higher-end ergonomic chair. You get the unique seat slider for depth adjustment, which is definitely rare at this price. The base is a single piece of solid aluminum alloy, not that cheap 6-piece steel base that requires assembly that you're seeing on so many chairs from Amazon right now. The seat cushion is large with good depth, a bit on the firmer side, which actually helps it hold up over long hours better. You also get a widely adjustable set of arm pads. While some folks would say they move a little too easily, the range here is genuinely good. Real lumbar adjustment, a fully articulating headrest, and a comfortable mesh backrest. It's solid, well-built, and it's going to hold up for 8 or more hours a day confidently. That's not something I say about most chairs in this price range. Bottom line here, anyone who's tired of a $150 Amazon chair cycle and wants a real ergonomic chair under $300 without giving up adjustability will like this pick. If you're still not sure which chair is best for you comfort-wise, check out our office chair comfort cheat sheet linked down in the description. The Eurotech Vera is a noticeable step up in comfort from the Colamy Atlas, and it is the chair that I would recommend without question if you can stretch your budget into that $400 to $500 range and you're sitting for 8 or more hours a day. One thing you'll notice with this chair is it doesn't come with an adjustable lumbar systems like some chairs at this price, but the shape of the backrest is so well done you don't need it. Now, I find that sitting in the Vera feels a lot like sitting in a hammock. The arch of the backrest, the softness, all of it lines up perfectly in the curve of your back. The seat pad is thick, and unlike the Colamy here, has some real softness, so you will find yourself sinking in a bit more rather than sitting on top of that pad. Now, you do get the adjustable 4-way arms. It has a little bit better range than the Colamy chair, but it's not much. But the arm pads themselves do run a bit firmer here on the Vera, actually, compared to Colamy. It also includes a seat slider for depth to adjust for shorter or longer legs. And if there's one downside, I definitely say for some folks, it's going to be that lumbar. It's not adjustable, so you are going to have to trust that the shape of the backrest is going to do the work here for your lumbar. And I have found across many different body types that it does work quite well. Bottom line though, for anyone who's sitting 8 or more hours a day, this is hands down your best option under $500 that I would recommend, and it's a noticeable comfort upgrade from that Colamy Atlas. If I had to pick the single most comfortable chair on this list for long hours, the Steelcase Leap V2 is it without question. This is the chair that I keep coming back to year after year out of 200 plus that I've personally tested since 2018. What makes it the most comfortable chair I've tested for long hours is the combination of adjustments and just how well it fits a wide range of bodies. You get a flexible seat pan, a flexible backrest with live back technology, one of the best lumbar systems in the business, full lumbar height adjustment, full seat depth adjustment, and a back tilt limiter that lets you dial in exactly how much recline you want. The fit range is about from 5'2" all the way up to 6'4" comfortably, which is wider than almost any other chair that I've tested as well. The reason that I have it here on this list at this price tier is that we offer it in a refurbished format here at BTOD.com. Now, the Leap typically sells brand new for around $1,400. In our refurbished format, you get basically everything that comes with a new Leap, a full 12-year warranty, and a 60-day return policy for about 50 to 60% less than retail. Bottom line, anyone who sits for more than 8 hours a day and wants the most comfortable chair and most adjustable chair in this price range is going to be the Steelcase Leap V2. The Libernovo Omni, without question, is the softest sitting experience in the category. I first had my chance to sit in one of these at the Neocon Chicago trade show in June of 2025, and it absolutely stood out right away. They have shipped a ton of chairs since then and have built a real customer base after they've kind of gone through some early shipping delays, and those are now behind them. Now, what sets this chair apart are definitely going to be the seat, back, and headrest. Both are softer than anything else I've tested at this price point, but they still give real support. The lumbar is dialed in. The headrest adjustment range is genuinely useful. It fits in sort of the back of your neck and head, which is rare. And then also the armrests are wide and well adjusting as well. The arm pads run a bit firm, but the rest of the chair more than makes up for it. Now, a few things to know here. The lumbar is electronic, which works well, but in the longer term, durability question, definitely going to be a red flag for some. I know that Libernovo is working on a model with manual lumbar adjustment that should be released here soon. I've actually seen it. It's pretty nice, and I think this is definitely a smart move. Now, the seat pan also runs a little short for users that are like maybe 6'2" and up, and so taller people should definitely be looking maybe at a different pick here. For most people, though, under that $1,000 range, looking for a soft supportive sit, this is definitely going to be best for you. The Haworth Fern is the premium ergonomic pick I think that most people will be happiest with at this price. Now, alternatively, if you did want to get a Steelcase Leap, that would fall here as well as a brand new if the refurbished opportunity that we talked about earlier isn't something you're interested in. But the standout feature on the Fern is definitely going to be the digital knit material that they put across that really unique backrest. It gives this whole soft, pillowy sort of hammock feel as well, and it is seriously a major upgrade from like a chair similar to like Vera as an example that was the second pick here of how just that back contacts your body overall. Now, the seat pad is also nice and soft, very comfortable. The four-way adjustable arms remind me a lot of Steelcase's four-way design, and they have all the similar movements and similar range as well. It comes with a back tilt limiter, which is a feature I always look for at a chair at this price point. Two things I definitely want to be upfront about with the Fern. I wouldn't recommend the headrest on the Fern. It doesn't fit sort of the front or in the crutch of your neck or support your head that well. It mostly kind of bumps the back of your head and pushes it forward, which I don't think is too comfortable, so skip the headrest. If you want serious lumbar support, you'll definitely want to add that lumbar option, but some people like Ryan in the office actually find that it's too much and it's not easily swappable, so that'd be the second thing that I'd look out for. Now, if you're on the taller side, it is a noticeable gap that might form between the backrest and the seat once you kind of slide it all the way out. It's a nuisance. It's not a deal breaker, just something that, we know is going on. What is this chair kind of best for? Premium tier buyers who want that soft, modern feel in the back and don't need a headrest. This is going to be a great pick. If you've made it this far and you're still watching, you're probably someone who wants to make that one-time decision, get the best of the best. These two chairs next up are above the $1,500 price point, but they each solve a specific problem better than anything else on the list, I think. Now, the number one bonus is going to be the Anthros chair. This is definitely the best chair for, real bad back pain, right? Or prevention of that if you're concerned. Now, the Anthros is going to start around $1,950. It's a highly specialized chair, and it is exactly why it's in this place on the list. The back adjustment is unlike any chair I've tested before. It has a separate lower and upper portion that adjust independently, and it gives you incredible lower back support. Now, there are two types of buyers I'd point at for the Anthros chair. The first is someone who wants, again, exceptional posture, doesn't have any back issues yet, but is worried about them because they sit for long hours. This chair is designed to kind of stay ahead of that problem. The second is someone who's already been through the gauntlet of chairs, including premium picks, and still has back issues. The Anthros is the chair that you've definitely been waiting for here. The seat is one of the softest that I've used, most supportive that I tested. It has two unique cutouts in it for your sit bones, which makes it sit almost like any other chair I've had, and it gives you a lot of room sort of as you compress down on the cushion to not bottom out. They've recently updated the seat too to be a flatter and offer more space kind of setup, and they've made the bigger backrest sort of thicker, I guess. It gives more coverage and makes it feel more like a single piece instead of multiple sections. This is something that people have talked about, and so Anthros is really working here to improve their chair, which I think is awesome. Again, best for serious back pain sufferers who've tried everything, or if you're just trying to kind of stay out in front of it. The Aeron Remastered is the most popular office chair ever made. Honestly, it should probably be on every list for best office chairs, especially for someone who wants a mesh chair, which I know a lot of people do, especially for heat issues. Now, every other mesh chair on the market is literally trying to be the Aeron. This is the original. A couple things that really stand out for sure. The harmonic seat tilt gives you it is without question the best rocking motion of any chair I've ever tested. If you like to move back and forth in your chair while you work, I promise you nothing else compares here. The backrest is incredibly supportive throughout. The posture fit gives you that targeted support exactly where you need it and how much of it you want. They've also gone ahead and redesigned the seat to be more comfortable on this remastered with fewer pressure points under the back of your legs, which was a very big issue for the Herman Miller Aeron Classic and is a reason why I don't like it. But the remastered here, huge shift in a better, more comfortable situation for the seat. A few things to know that's going on here with the Aeron that you want to note. The Aeron is sized in 3 frame sizes, A, B, C, and if you have to fit one of them, you need to make sure you're paying close attention to what they recommend. There's no universal sort of version like a lot of other chairs that have more adjustments. Adjustments then are more limited than most premium chairs. There's no seat depth adjustment, and you can't adjust the width of the arms. They do have some pivot to them. That said, the arm pads on this chair are without question the most comfortable I've ever used on another chair, so definitely a good thing there. And it is the most expensive pick on this list. I would recommend it though for anyone who's sitting 8 or more hours a day and wants a mesh chair that's definitely done right. So if I had to pick the standouts from this list, bottom line, the refurbished Leap obviously wins on pure comfort to value ratio. The Libernovo Omni is going to win on the softest sit experience, and that Anthros is great for anyone who has serious back pain. Now, if you've already done the cheap chair tour, you already know it's not enough. The chairs on this list are what I would recommend to anyone serious about fixing this for real. Pick one of them that matches your budget and your specific need, and stop replacing your chair every 18 to 24 months. We'll see you guys on the next one.